that you need an organ donation or something, major health wise like that, it's going to hit hard. You're going to have some feelings about it. I was in my feelings about it, even though it was kind of coming.
Can I jump in?
Yeah.
So, on her last, well, not last, but on the appointment when she found out that she had to start dialysis, I was at the nephrologist with her, and the look of devastation on her face, it just tore me up on the inside. And it's not much you can do to console someone that just heard the news that they're going on dialysis the next week. But I just reassured her that I would give her a kidney. And like her, I have faith. And I just knew I would be a match. We did have cousins that said they would do the testing, but I was adamant that I was going to be the first person to test. And I was certain that I was going to be up to par to be able to donate my kidney to her. And thank God that it happened that way. We are blessed, but she was devastated, and if anybody was going to give a kidney, it was going to definitely be me.
Do you ever have moments where you feel like, yeah, something's like where you feel like my kidney's missing and I don't know if this is really,
never. In 4 years, I have never had that. Well, of course, it took me a little longer to heal than it took you to heal. But aside from those little 2 months, I have never had a moment where I've been inconvenienced by only having one kidney. We got 14,000 organs coming from deceased patients, but only 6,000 living. And that's why it's important to get the word out about transplantation, especially in the African American community, because we as African Americans make up about 13% of the United States population. However, we make up about 35% of those in need of kidneys. So that's a big disparity. Thanks to organizations like Denise said, EMAD, and other outlets, we're able to get out and talk about the need, especially in our community, to help others.
You talked a little bit about minorities having a higher need. And I know for me, even, some before I myself needed dialysis, but especially after I started dialysis, I just started noticing in our communities, in our neighborhoods, there just seemed to be a lot of dialysis clinics. And, putting two and two together because there's such a high need for dialysis. If you need dialysis, ultimately, you could use a kidney transplant. So, I think if we think about our general drives in the community, whether we live in minority or urban areas, or whether we are visiting or passing through, visiting family, whatever it is, I think we can recognize that it's pretty common to see not one, but sometimes several dialysis centers. There is a great need. And I just think